Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good, glorious afternoon. This is Austin. It is October 6th. This is Flashpoint TV, special episode on location. I'll tell you about that in a moment. It's a momentous day, October 6th, 3:01 p.m. And about an hour and a half ago, something momentous has happened, and I'll share that with you. There's many folks that are in transition right now. For those of you that have been following along, we have a big event this weekend. It's Flashpoint 4.0, manifesting the moment of your big breakthrough live, in person, in commune with other people. I think there's people literally coming just to hug other people. There's a lack of connection that people are seeking. Are you one of them? Perhaps you've been in hiding. Perhaps you've been doing things that aren't filling up your soul. Perhaps you've been longing for something new to bubble up inside that you can take action on. It is a beautiful day. I'm going to just share that right now. I am in Spruce Harbor Street Park, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You can probably see this in the background. Columbus, that's the Christopher Columbus Monument. This is Columbus Boulevard. This is the Delaware River over there somewhere. You can see it in the background. And we're excited because we have a big event happening this weekend. But let's check in and see how you're doing today. We had our morning show. It's 3:00. I can feel there's shifts and changes in the air. There's people traveling right now to Philadelphia or working on their travel plans to get here. And I have some big news. Big news. Hello, TJ. Big news. We're going to get some guests on here as well. It takes some time to kind of warm up. You know, I'm going through another platform. It connects out to these other platforms. But I will tell you, I'm grateful. It's a glorious, beautiful day. And maybe you could just pause and breathe for a moment. Just pause and breathe and maybe look around and see what you notice in your immediate environment. And I just got a message. From let's see if I can grab this. The rest of your books are done. Hey, Carrie, let me just not wait anymore. And if you're late to the party, you're late to the party. Actually, I am gonna delay a little bit. A little bit of anticipation, just a little bit. Oh my gosh. Let me get some folks on here though. We're gonna have some guests joining. This is gonna be a show that is gonna go in all different directions. We're gonna have some guests join. I'm gonna try to get a lay of the land for you. I'm gonna share some exciting news here in a moment. I'm literally off my rocker here a little bit. We're going to have some folks coming on here in a moment. As you're checking in, hello, Michelle. Welcome in today. We're just warming up. We got some exciting news. So while we're waiting, I like to keep you active and engaged in what we're doing here. So while we're waiting on the news and our guests, because I have some really big news, let me just give you a little bit of the lay of the land here because it's so beautiful. Right now, it happens to be a beautiful day. You can see, let's go over here, Ben Franklin Bridge over there. I am located in Spruce Harbor Street Park. Let me get you a little better view. This is Spruce Harbor Street Park. That's the Christopher Columbus Monument. The Delaware River through the trees. Maybe I'll get over there before the show is out. And there's a Battleship New Jersey right across the river there. And this is, if you're liking this, you're like, wow, this is nice. This is the location for Flashpoint 4.0. No, we will not be outside, but we will be in this hotel right here next to me, adjacent. That's a good word, right? Adjacent. There's the hotel. This is the Hilton, Penn's Landing. And we might as well give you a tour. So those of you coming down, there's a walk out there. And it's going to be beautiful, beautiful weather. All right, so let's get this party started. I think our guest is one of our guests that's going to be joining us. So I'll wait till our guest comes on. And let me say good morning. Let's see. Oh, Mandy, I don't see you in the green room. So keep trying. Keep trying. All right, let's do this. Let me bring on our guest here, who also has exciting news. All right, here we go. Our resident sponsor, Miss Duchess DJ Love. Oh, wow, she went out. There she is. There she is.
Yes, I'm here.
Welcome. Are you excited? Talk to me. I got some news, but go ahead. I want to hear you first.
So excited for you. I saw that your book, that you had the copies in your hand. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to get one. I'll be there tomorrow to join you for Flashpoint Live. I mean, to me, this is so thrilling. It's a great opportunity to meet people, to learn, to read Flashpoint Manifesting Your Breakthrough. I'm excited for you and for me because I'm going to learn a lot and gain a lot. So I'm excited. Woo-hoo.
DJ, I am so excited for you. It's so amazing that you just got your book done, and then this book is now so if you're wondering how to get the book, it's not publicly released yet. I have printed copies, and I am going to love on the people that have followed me, that are coming to Flashpoint 4.0, and we're going to have this book here.
And I won't mind autographs. I'll read it and I'll give you feedback, Austin. So hey.
Yes. Mandy, I don't see you in the green room or I'd bring you on. But DJ, I know you have a tight schedule. And why don't you share what you're most excited about? Because tell us when you're traveling and give us a little bit of a backdrop on your plans. And I'm going to mute myself just for a moment, and I'm going to share the.
Okay, I'm flying out tomorrow. I'll arrive in Philly tomorrow afternoon. We will not, unfortunately, be able to make the Rocky Steps, but that'll be on the next trip. I'll make sure it's scheduled and I'll arrive at the right time to be there. So I'm excited about that. Austin, I want to learn from you. You're a great leader. You have years of experience. You've been studying and preparing for this your whole life. So I'm ready to soak some of that up, to absorb it, to make me better, to grow me, to be more successful. So yes, I can learn. And from your guest speakers, I'm excited to meet them and be a part of this. And the relationships, the community, I think that's important. The relationships you build will strengthen you in the long run. We have to surround ourselves with like-minded folks who also want to achieve success, wants to grow, and wants to build opportunities together. So yeah, I'm truly excited.
Yeah, and we're excited to have you here. And I'll say it's a co-creation. I'm here. I'm creating the backdrop. We got the hotel. We got lots of great things planned, but it's a co-creation. I think that's my message to everyone attending. We're going to co-create together. I am going to, roll out the book for the first time here publicly. It's just hard to put into words. And when I looked at it, because the cover just came out better than I thought, and I hope it's coming across on the video.
Blue with yellow, your colors. Yes, perfect.
Yeah. And it's like this deep blue, and then out of this deep blue, you got this incredible like flashpoint. Yeah,
yes,
that's it.
Flashpoint, the burst of light, shining through the dark to awaken your senses.
Yeah, so we're excited. I know you need to travel, so you gotta go. I want to honor everybody who's here today. If you want to come on and say hello, I can. If you've been in the journey and you're here, I can bring you on quickly. Like I know Anilda is in our Spotlight series that we're doing. DJ is going to be here. She's the sponsor of Power Pure Presence, which we mentioned in here. That's going to be the next book coming out next year. That's another awesome project that I'm excited to bring. And DJ, let me just give you one more teaser here.
Okay.
Because we like
to bring it. Yeah.
Because we like to do that. Oh, you know what? Do I have it? Yes, I do. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
You got
So what?
tumblers, the tumblers and the mugs.
No, not yet, but I do have right here in my hand the
Oh,
Flashpoint
our workbook.
workbooks.
Yes.
I have the Flashpoint workbooks in my hand, and so everybody here, and you get a free poster.
Yes.
You get a free poster for everybody who comes in attendance. Actually, if you're on the virtual VIP, you're also going to get a PDF of this. So you're going to get all the content just by joining the virtual VIP. You're going to see all the stuff, all this stuff. It's curated over years. It's a lifetime, and it's not, it's a deeper dive, right? It's a deeper dive, but that's just the way I roll. That's who I am. I mean, the surface. I love the surface stuff, practicality, get it done. But there's a deeper dive. There's that deeper part of us that we need to cultivate as we journey together. And Nilda, I'll send you the link again. We will get you on here somehow, some way. And DJ, final words. I know you got a limited time here.
I just want to tell everybody, take this opportunity, join us virtually. I mean, experience this. It can be life-changing for you. Open your eyes to see something that you've never seen before, and to see the world in a different way. So just join us, participate. I feel sure you'll get something out of it.
I know anybody would, really. I know anybody would. I mean, specifically, I can tell you, like, who comes into the community. It's the side hustler. That's who it is. It's the side hustler, and they're working full time. Their bandwidth is stretched. They got family, but they got this thing inside that hasn't let them go. And they started something, and they don't know what to do with it. And maybe it bottomed out, and they're looking for that spark. And that's why in the marketing material I was putting out there, I said, spark your breakthrough. Spark your breakthrough. And this book will be available for everybody who comes in person. And that's exactly what it is, manifesting the moment of your big breakthrough. We appreciate the entire journey, but without the big breakthrough, that big breakthrough gives us feedback. It lets us know that what we're doing matters, right? Because sometimes we're journeying through and we don't fit. We're like, man, does it matter? Does anybody care? Like, hey, hello, does anybody care? Sometimes we feel that, but that's part of the process, though. And that's the understanding that this book is going to give you, so that as you journey through, I'm not here to make it easier, but I do believe with the awareness of the process, it will make it faster. I do wholeheartedly believe that. DJ, thank you so much for being here, and safe travels. The next time I see you, we'll be in Philadelphia about tomorrow night.
Yes. So join us, please join us.
I'm going to give you a hug.
Oh yes.
All right, let me get some shares here. We'll talk to you soon. All right, no audio again? No. Please tell me my audio's working. Daphne, hello, good to see you. So right now it is open. If you are in the Flashpoint community and you want to jump on the live, let me know and I'll get you on here with me. But first of all, you got to tell me if we got the audio, and I'm going to continue to share the book right here. Maybe I'll even read a little bit out of the book here for a moment. I'll show you the table of contents. So it's a pretty dense, as Daphne said, it's a pretty dense read. There's a lot of interesting concepts in the book. And so a shout out to Daphne for helping me give birth. Really, it feels like that. Well, no. Hold on. Easy, boy. But it is like a birthing process, if you will. And a shout out to James McNeil for writing the forward in the book and believing in the concept and telling me in those moments where I'm like, does this really matter? No. Keep going. How many of you need somebody in your life to tell you to keep going from time to time? Just type in the chat. Come on. This is what it's about. You don't have to act like you're perfect all the time. Like, stop with that nonsense. How many of you need somebody to tell you from time to time to keep going? Yeah. Well, I had to be careful, Daphne, because, it's not really giving birth, but it's like an emotional birth, right? It's an emotional birth. So I got a text message coming through. All right, we're going to conjure up some guests here. A lot of people are traveling already, so it might just be me for a little stretch here. But if you are willing, able to come on and you're in the community, like Anilda Davia, who also has a book coming out, and Daphne, if you want to come on and talk about the book, that would be perfect if you're able to join. This is a good time to do it. Mandy, we're going to be sending you some prayers and love. Your travel, well, yep, you can. So you have the link, Daphne, but I'll send it to you through Facebook Messenger here. Daphne worked tirelessly behind the scenes to get this done, as did I. I was up to midnight. Oh yeah, I'll tell that story. I was up doing the editing, and I'm like trying to get the book because I had to. We got the edit back. You know, we got the edit back, and I had to get through the book, right? Because you fine tune it. It's like I almost liken it to. It's almost like panning for gold, because you know how you're sifting. It's like you're constantly sifting and curating and distilling, and there's going to be more of that. Like this, the distillation is not done. We're going to be adding to this book. I have some other concepts. I'm going to do a special edition of the book. So there's going to be a lot of things that can go. Yeah, I can go live. Yeah, well, Anilda, come on. Why not? You might as well join the party because you got a book too. And yeah, Daphne did a great job. And I am over the moon, really excited, of course. I mean, there's some. Let me see if I can read. I'll read the beginning. I'll read the beginning. Let me see. While we're waiting here, let's see. So this is what we have on the front cover. It says Flashpoint, a critical moment at which someone or something bursts forth into activity or being. It's the point of your personal breakthrough. So if that big breakthrough was a point in your journey, it's Flashpoint. That's what it is. And there's a whole nother sideline story, which I can't even get into right now, which I would love to share, but I'm not going to share it at this moment. But it's this whole other anomaly that's playing out with this. So here's what I want to do while we're waiting. We have a free virtual ticket. And if you're attending the event, so if you are watching this live right now and you're attending the event, just type in the chat. And while we're doing that, I'm going to share with you the free virtual link, because there's still time. Like, you can still, what I love about the free virtual and the way we're doing it this time is that you, if you're hearing about this for the first time, all you need to do, how you doing? All you need to do is register. And once you register, you can sit in the comfort of your own home. You don't even have to, there's no video involved. You just listen and watch. It's just like you're watching and you're going to watch a live event unfold. All right, we got a guest here who is a very special guest. And just give me a thumbs up if you're ready to come on. I'm waiting for a thumbs up. Got it. 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. All right. So we got a guest potentially coming on here. Somebody who's become very special to this project that we're working on, to the live event we have this weekend. Jay Perez is, yes, this is a new relationship thanks to Kerry. Kerry, I still don't know if I pronounce your last name right. I think it's Heddle, Kerry Heddle. I think I got that right. But Jay, we're going to bring Jay on here too in a moment. He's our virtual sponsor. Exivus brand. It's not working. Hold on, I just sent you this one. So Daphne, go to your Facebook Messenger. Let's see. All right, I'm going to give the link so you can send. Okay, so there we go. Dr. Oliver T. Reed, just let me know. We're going to be getting some folks on here. Okay, this is an interesting combination. So we have a couple people in the green room. I'm going to give them a moment before I just throw them on the camera. We'll give them a moment to jump on. Dr. Reed, I can't see you, so you got to tell me if you're ready, or I can go right with Daphne. If you're ready, Daphne, give me a thumbs up. All right, here we go.
Hi there.
Good to see you again, Daphne. How are you?
I am great. Congratulations.
Thanks to you and a lot of hard work. And I'm telling you, when I looked at the blue, I wasn't sure how it was going to show up. It is way better than I expected. I mean, I'm just amazing.
Can I see the spine?
Yes.
All right, that turned out well. Little adjustment needed, but not much.
There's only one. There's only one adjustment needed. I'll show you.
Well, it's the spacing too. And the back,
The back. Yeah, the back. Let's see the back.
there we go.
Yep.
And to the
We're
bottom.
We're gonna
Okay.
update that photo too.
Good.
I got a new photo. We'll update the photo. But it's I'll just let you talk about it because you've done now
Yeah.
before we do, I Dr. Reed, do you have time to hang on there? Okay. So I got somebody else to okay, so let's go. So Daphne, I just want you to speak about the project. And the reason why I say that you've had some time to breathe, right? You've had
Mhm.
some time. It was like we were like 8 to faint. I was telling the story. I was up till midnight. It was like midnight. All of a sudden, my power went out, and I'm editing in Google Docs, and so now my connection is lost. So, like, we just had to roll with it, right? We just had to
Yeah.
go with it. But we've had some time to let it breathe. You've had some time to process. Just love to hear what you have to say.
Absolutely. So, this is an interesting project because normally I'm either just editing or I'm ghostwriting. Here, Austin wrote this book. I did not. I'm not a ghostwriter on this project. Um, but what's unique about it was I did an awful lot of coaching through the writing process. So I got Austin to dig into a lot of his stories, personal experiences, had him kind of discover some of the links between things that he had done in the past, things that he's doing now, and how they all fit together in this puzzle that is now a full book. And I think that's probably the most exciting part of this is that technically Austin has been working on this book for years. He just didn't know it. And so as he started pulling all of these pieces together, and he'd give me outlines and drafts, and then he had an idea for another book and he wrote on that, and he'd give me these pieces. And as I'm kind of thinking about this, I kind of tapped him on the shoulder and said, Austin, you have a book right here. Let's get it done. And so that's what we did. I helped organize all of this content, put it in some kind of framework, all his work. And then I showed to him how it all links together. And then he went to town and put in all of his personal stories, poured his heart into this once he saw how it all fit together. And that's kind of how life goes all the time. When you're working on something tirelessly, you may not always see how it all fits together. So bringing someone else, being vulnerable enough to let someone else into your world who can help you kind of make sense of all these puzzle pieces, can bring something to life that you didn't even realize he knew it was there, but he didn't see the huge picture he had already created until we put all of these things together. And then he just went nuts filling in all of the blanks, making sure that they all link together.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think the thing is, a lot of people overthink.
Mhm.
And so I have a tendency to overthink. But the one thing I did was just keep writing. And our next guest is going to speak to this too. Start writing. It's there. And like you said, which was a great metaphor, and I love this, when you're decorating a room and you're like, well, where should I put the sofa? Where should I put the artwork? And you're like, is this going to match with this? But when you get it in the room, somehow it miraculously connects and looks great. And I think with this book, because there was a combination of thought concepts that I was toying with, and as I told yesterday, I was on a call with James's group because he brought me on to talk about the project. And what was interesting is that this project, and I told him that there's several books right here.
Mhm.
Like the concepts in here are so deep. Some of them we scratch the surface, some of them I go a little bit deeper, but every single one of them can be developed. And
Absolutely.
I want to speak to the depth of it a little bit, Daphne, compared
Mhm.
to other projects.
Sure. Often people tend to stay, as you had said earlier in just this broadcast, they tend to stay a little shallow. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to start somewhere. So you must start on the surface. You don't have another choice. But then what? So, okay, we know there's something more for us. We feel it in our bones. We're looking for that big breakthrough. So if you're looking for it, that means absolutely you haven't had it yet. And so, what are the steps that will lead you there? So, Austin looked at his own life. And as he's going through this process of his own big breakthrough, he dissected it and he provided a roadmap for people who are looking for their big breakthrough, but might not quite understand the signs. Or when things get painful, we retract. That's totally normal. But what happens if you don't? What happens if you just go all in, no matter how painful or terrifying it might be? That's what this book is for. It gives you this in-depth roadmap to identify patterns, to see the things clearly that you have to go through to get to the other side. And he created a very dense book. It's once we have it properly formatted, this is still in beta phase. So there are a few things I need to do to make me happy with formatting, and some other things we're going to adjust a little. But once that's done, it's about a 150-page book. Great. But it reads like a 250-page book. And why is that? It is that way because it's so dense. You are not given any fluff. This is not like, watching some sales video where they keep talking around in circles and circles before they get to the point, if they ever get to the point. Austin gets to the point immediately, and then you dive in. So he has everything in there from, the ingredients, the reasons why you want to do certain things, examples. He even has exercises for you to go through these steps. And then at the end, he just spells it all out for you. If this were a how-to book, which it is not, but if it were, here's what you do. Here's what this would be. Here's what it would look like. So it speaks to every type of person who wants this information. So if a certain chapter isn't speaking to you or it's too complex, move on to the next one. It's going to be there for you.
Yes.
It'll be
Well,
there for you throughout the journey.
that's why I love this. This is what you just said. There's a chapter in here called the bottom line chapter. It's called If Flashpoint Was a How-To Book. So I called it the bottom line chapter because some people, they just want to get to the nuts and bolts. It's kind of like, not quite like Etsasaurus, but you can go and scroll ahead and go, okay, what's the meat? You can go right to the meat if you want. But I warn you, if you go to the meat, you're going to want to go back and look at all the other stuff too, because it's just got a lot of cool things into it.
Yeah, I don't think it's something you're going to read once, to be completely honest. I think, Austin and I are working on a workbook that companions this. We'll be working on videos together and scripting those as a companion, as a video course. But the reality is that the book is the fullness of the content. And so if you're going through this process, you'll want to visit chapters and you'll want to redo exercises as things sink in and as realizations come to you. So it's meant to be used, not passively read. It's meant for you to immerse yourself in the content, and we've worked to create activities for you to do that. And then it just gets better from there.
Daphne, I appreciate you. If you got a couple minutes, I love doing this. This is where we create some synchronicity, a little bit of magic. And I couldn't have orchestrated this but we have a gentleman in the green room who is a prolific writer. He's a ghost writer. He's done, he'll have to tell you how many books he's done, and he's going to be at Flashpoint. So I would love for you, the two of you, just to meet. He's in the green room, and this, you talk about like Flashpoint moments, right? And like, I know we're going to look back on this someday, and it's just going to, as we talk about in the book, the awareness of it. So I don't know if we're going to share this today, but I'm going to bring Dr. Oliver T. Reed on right now to say hello. Dr. Reed, how are you?
I am doing great, Austin.
I can see a smile on your face that I haven't seen, man. I can see it.
Yes. I am doing great.
Talk to us.
Just wrapping up lunch, which was kind of farewell to my next level lunch, which I couldn't plan this. And I look at my text message, and I'm like, okay, time to jump on this broadcast with the great Austin Haynes. And you know what? And then I'm hearing Miss Street talking about just my language, right? Just writing and, synchronization between your content and taking the content to the next level. And you're talking about just bottom line chapters. And so I'm like a kid at the candy store, right? This is all great stuff for me. So I'm doing super.
How many books do you have done personally?
Yeah, I've written about 40 books myself.
40.
Hundreds around the world write their books, yeah.
Awesome, man. Congratulations. I don't know if you want to share the news now or you want to wait. That's completely up to you. We can leave it hanging if you want, but
I definitely want to tell it, man. It's just everything is in order. This is a flashpoint moment that I'm actually in. And like I'll go back and say that I just said earlier that I just ended a farewell lunch where I stepped out back into entrepreneurship. Well, I was doing entrepreneurship anyway with my business, but I was working two veins. I was kind of like still working a 9 to 5 or 9 to whatever and still trying to work. And then it got to a point where I was like on the brink, and you hear me say this a lot. This man here is powerful. Just happened to be Miss Street doing a video about him being in his old job parking lot and how he had stepped out. And for some reason that day, I was like, let me just scroll. And then I stopped on this video. And I was planning to kind of look in and peek in and then keep going. But it intrigued me because when he was talking just authentic and just to the point and just talking about the freedom in his endeavors. And I was contemplating. So anybody watching, if you're ever contemplating doing something, watch somebody who's already done it. Let me say it again. If you're thinking about going outside, look at somebody who's outside. If you're thinking about starting a business, look at somebody who's being prolific in business. It's a simple formula to be able to watch. I always say this: if you can see it, you can have it. And if you can say it, you can believe it, and then you can do it, right? And I saw the confidence. I saw him just talking about his flashpoint moment, and it gave me the energy to actually do this. Now, listen now. This is not planned. I'm at a farewell dinner. I wish I could flip the camera around. We're at this place called Uncle Julio's. It's the farewell lunch that my team took me out on, and it is my last day, Miss Street. So now I'm jumping to officially, synchronize. See, it's one thing to kind of do both, but now just stepping out. I'm hours away. My actual official hours will end Friday morning. I'll be done on the way to Flashpoint 4.0, and I am fresh off of a decision. So I am like,
you're on fire. Yeah.
On fire.
Man, I'm so excited. How long were you at the job? How many years?
Yeah, I was at this particular job for 3 years, but before that, it's been 14 years. I'll be back in the workforce after I gave up, kind of like shifted from just being entrepreneur back into the workforce. So it's been 14 years where I've been working completely.
Wow. This is exciting. Somebody grab a screenshot of this because this is like, somebody can do that. Let me see if I can here. I got it. Someone else will get it too, but this is awesome. And what's great is you're going to be on the Rocky Steps tomorrow with us, man. And it's going to be 74 degrees and sunny. So this is going to be a special occasion. And I'm excited to learn from you, man. I'm excited to hear your talk. I've heard you talk at the Jose's event, the Connected Leaders Academy. And wow, I'm just excited. So, man, I know you got to finish up. But Daphne, what do you think about this? I mean, this is like cool. You're here.
It's exciting. And Dr. Oliver, I'd love to connect with you to see if, I may be having more projects than I can handle myself coming through. So I'm working on building teams at this point. So I'd love to have that conversation.
Likewise, I would love to support and extend and become even more gelled together as we help people tell their story. There's nothing more powerful than to help someone tell their story. And one of the things I always say is that instead of writing a book, I heard you relating to this, Ms. Street in Austin, from a standpoint of saying becoming the book that you want to write. And like the book was already written in Austin's life.
Bingo.
I always tell people we're starting backwards, really. When we write the book, it's really the fulfillment of what you've experienced already. And so I love the way the terminology, the way you phrased it. And this book is going to be powerful, and hopefully we can get this in the hands of people across the world. So I want to be a part of this global movement, and thank you. Let's talk offline, and let's do some great things.
Yeah. Daphne, thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
And go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to leave you guys. I've got deadlines and stuff.
Yep.
But can't wait to see where we go next.
Yeah, and we'll see you this weekend sometime as well.
Absolutely.
So,
yep.
All right, Daphne.
Thank you.
Thank you. Man, this is exciting. I can like feel it. Like I can feel you. I can feel your heart, man. I feel the excitement, and I can just only imagine what's going to happen this weekend. And what's great, Dr. Reed, is that we're going to be streaming this, so people can get a free virtual ticket. They can watch the live event unfold, which is I was really passionate about doing that. And yeah, as far as the book, like you said, it's like people got a book in them. I mean, they do. We don't realize it, but it's there. And what I love about your story is you've written 40 books, but have you ever been in a documentary?
No, this is my first documentary. I did act in a documentary, but the story of my life. This is the first time ever. I'm going to be sharing something awesome with the group that I've never really scratched the surface on, that I'm really going to really tell my story a different way, in a raw and uncut, a comfortable environment that you provided. And I think that's so candid. This is the first documentary, and it had to come at this time in my life. It's like everything is ordered, everything is divine. I say that lightly and cliche, but it is really a divine.
Yeah, it is divine. And one of the things I wrote about in the book is, like, obviously this is a big moment, but what I talk about in the book is stepping fully into all the journey, which I know you're well aware of, and you talk about this, and you just talk about it too, like in creating your book. And I just want this to be special for everybody here, however they get here. We just want it to be special for them. So God bless you, man. We love you. I'm looking forward to seeing you. And I know you got to finish up your job. I'm going to set an intention that you're going to be here in time to be on those steps with us. And we're going to make some magic.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Let's go.
4 hours away. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
We'll finish strong.
All right, you too. Love you, man.
Love you too. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Wow. This is awesome. I don't know. We have some other people that are coming on, but that's just miracles. It's, man, just exciting. Let me share the free virtual ticket for some of you who haven't received that yet. We'll get that going. And then if we have anybody else who's coming to Flashpoint who can come on the show, I can have you come on to say a couple words. And I'm going to do my best to walk around again here because it is beautiful. I trust that the signal will hang in there. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to do that right now because while we're waiting, Marilyn Morales can jump on. Marilyn, you can jump on here. I'm going to send you the link. If you can, great. If not, that's okay too. I'm having problems with these links. Maybe that's the problem. Let me see if I can send that out again to everybody. Yeah, let's do that. And then let's see if we can get some more guests on here and just check in with yourself. I mean, how's this making you feel? Because it's one thing to watch other people celebrating and do things, but we wanted to speak to you. And if you feel a certain kind of way, like, because I talk about this, I used to be like when I first got subjected to the self-help world, if you will, I actually felt bad. Why? Because I had this erroneous belief that, you know, I wasn't like those people had something I didn't. And I think if you get anything from this, like everybody has unique gifts, but nobody's better than you. They're just different. And the better part, like if you want to say better, that part I think comes when you start to activate. I talk about this in the book. When you activate your drive, that's the part that awakens you is like, and I say in the book, everybody has drive. And even if you don't feel the drive is there. Let me see. Yeah, here, right here. I think it's page 98. Yeah, drive. Right there. And then even if you don't feel the drive, it just needs to be activated. And how do you activate it? Well, you're on here now, so that's part of it. It's part of it is showing up when you don't feel like showing up. That's part of it. So while we're waiting on some guests, I'm going to take a walk around. So I don't know what's going on with this link. I'm sending it. Let me see if I can figure out what's going on here with the link, because I'm copying it and I'm sending it, and people are telling me they can't get on. Oh, you know what? If you're trying to get to this through Facebook Messenger, it's not going to work. You got to put it in your browser. So make sure you put it in your browser. That's the way to get on. So let me just see if I can hook it up here. Here we go. Let's try this. So I'm sending that out there. And we have Marilyn. So Marilyn, this is perfect. Let's bring on Miss Marilyn Morales, who's going to be in the documentary. Welcome, Marilyn. Good to see your smile.
Hi, Austin. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm just drinking it all up, taking it all in, and I'm glad to be getting ready to spend time with you this weekend and a lot of other amazing people.
Listen, I'm very excited. I can't wait to get there tomorrow and start experiencing everything that you have lined up for us.
Yeah, and we're eager to hear you. You're going to be speaking. You're in the documentary. And as I'm watching you, it speaks to what we were just talking about. And it's this culmination that you've had over a span of time that's been there. And now it's coming out. And it's coming out in a beautiful and profound way, the way you're touching people through your work. And your book, you got your book as well.
Right. My book debuts in January 7th of 2023, when the answer is no, Finding Purpose Through Pain. This was the year that I decided to finally put things down on paper, moved by a lot of things that are happening this year, and wanting to bring that message, multiple messages. First of all, a message of healing. You know, I'm a nurse. I'm used to doing physical healing. Well, now I'm bringing you verbal CPR. I'm affecting the wounds that people can't see. And that is my hope and prayer for this weekend as well.
Say that one more time, because that was really powerful.
So like I just said, I'm a nurse, so I'm used to healing people on a physical level, but now I'm giving you verbal CPR. So
verbal
I'm affecting
CPR.
Verbal CPR. Affecting people and healing on a different level. That's my hope and prayer for this weekend, that we are all able to heal on multiple levels.
I think it's happening already. It's going to happen because of everything we've done to get to this point. And there's so many things I put that quote up there. Let me see if I still have that quote. I shared this earlier. I'm going to share it here. And please forgive the graphic. But I just had to get this graphic up here, so that's why it looks like this. But I'm going to share it for everybody right now because I think it's going to speak to you. Let me just get this. This is real time, everyone. Real time. All right, let's get this going. Here we go. And that is real. That's as real as it gets. So when you're making moves, and Marilyn, maybe you could talk to this. We have a couple other folks in the green room. We want to get to them with 15 minutes left. But maybe you can speak to that when you're making moves, when you start to make big moves in your life. Is it smooth?
When you're making big moves, nothing is ever smooth, right? But the most important thing is to listen to the internal compass that we all have that is guiding us, and don't question it. It's about faith. It truly is.
Yeah. So Marilyn, I'm glad you're here. Any like butterflies, excitement, anything coming through for you?
Listen, I'm calm. This is the calm before the storm, as I say. So I am expecting big things. No pressure, Austin.
Oh
But
my
big,
God. It's done.
big things from this weekend. Big things are happening this weekend, for
Yeah.
sure.
So I want you to stay on. We're just going to do a round robin here because we got 15 minutes left. So I'm going to bring on a new person that I just met through Kerry, and his name is Jay Perez. Let me bring Jay on. Hello, Jay. Welcome to the program, my friend.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good to see
Hi,
you. I
Jay.
just a quick. You got a brand called Exodus,
Yes.
fitness professional, and I just learned you developed this thing called the Fit Bar, right? Is that what it's called? Fit
The
Bar,
Fast Bar Pro.
Fast Bar.
Yeah.
Fast Bar. And you've also created a brand called Genovix,
Genovix.
which is for entrepreneurs to scale. And
Yeah.
we just had a conversation yesterday. So I'm just learning about Jay. That's why this is happening in real time.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to bring you on. You're going to be sponsoring the Flashpoint Live 4.0 virtually all the way from
Chino, California. So I'll be all in California, guys. I wish I could make it, but like Austin said, it was so last. Like we just got in contact. We just, we were the vibe was there, and I was like, hey, I'll do the virtual this time. So I'm blessed nonetheless.
And here you're meeting Marilyn Morales for the first time, and
Yes.
you probably heard a little bit of her story.
Yep. Just right now, again, I'm meeting everyone for like the first time.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Jay. Nice to meet you.
Too. Yes, nice to meet you guys.
So
I mean,
we'll
this is what it's all about. I love hearing everyone's story. I guess you get that energy, you get that motivation to get motivated to keep pushing forward.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And I'm looking behind you and I see Abraham Lincoln. And I'm like, man.
I know I got Abraham, I got Benjamin, I got George Washington.
Do you have Ben Franklin there?
Yep, right there.
Can you put the camera on him real quick? All right. This is perfect. So I write about Ben Franklin in my book. There's a key bit of information that a lot of people don't know about Ben Franklin, and it's in the book. So Jay, we're glad you're here. We're glad you're sponsoring the show. We're eager to learn more about you throughout the weekend. I want to bring on our next guest because we got someone else. Oh, we got a couple more folks in the green room. Oh, okay. We're going to have a big party right now.
Austin, I got to go. Unfortunately, I'm still working. So
you're good. Go. Marilyn's still working and she may talk.
Yeah.
Marilyn, we're sending you some love. We're excited to see you tomorrow. Safe travels.
Thank you.
All right. So here we go. I'm going to bring on Miss Dana Banks. Powerful, intuitive. Your hair looks amazing. And I'm going to bring on, I need to do this right now because of timing.
Mandy.
Co-host, Miss Mandy Robinson, is in the call.
Yay.
Oh,
Ladies,
Dana,
welcome.
you look fantastic. You look fantastic.
Well, thank you. I wish I felt fantastic, but I'm good. I'm making it. I'm tracking on.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I've just bought my medical insurance, so I'll be leaving here at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I'll pick up the car at 7:30, and then I'll be trekking it all the way from Coburg into Philadelphia.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's wonderful news.
And
Yes.
absolutely. So Dana is in the documentary. She's an incredible intuitive. I call her, she has a superpower. Incredibly
Yes.
heart-centered. She's been helping me a lot. Conversations every day. As you can imagine, sorting through everything that goes into this event. It's like having a tiger by the toe. And so we're excited, Dana, to have you here. I know there's a lot of stuff going on. And we I always say it's like, this is real. Like, it's not, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Like, I'm going back to the Rocky, right? Life ain't all sunshine and rainbows, right? But
in the moment you're about to make your big breakthrough, that's when all hell breaks loose. But you know
Got
what?
it.
As long as you're, you stay present, in the moment, and you're positive, you can get through anything. And it's so nice to have you, Jay.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
So nice to
Speaking
have
of that breakthrough,
Hi,
I just want
Jay. Pleased to
hi,
meet
how
you.
are you, Mandy? Nice to
Good,
meet
thank
you.
you.
Nice to meet you. I think one thing about people's breakthroughs, I think they need to know or start implementing is discipline. You know, the breakthroughs happen, in my opinion, when you have the discipline or the habits to do the breakthrough. I think we get hit with a lot of we're all business owners, and things happen, everything happens, but when you have the discipline to just keep pushing forward, to work hard, to what's the word, overcome, that's when you get the breakthrough. The problem is, I think a lot of times the breakthrough is right there for most people, but they have a habit of giving up, so they never reach the breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, discipline.
Right.
I think discipline is, if you feel like you're right there, guys. Anyone listening to this, I feel like you feel like you're being stopped, or you feel like you're right there. Focus on the discipline. Focus on the discipline.
Get back to and I love that, because that's a great sports analogy, right? When you talk about the great players, they create the disciplines so that when it's game time,
thank you,
and the spotlight is on. I got some noise here, but the disciplines that they've done normalize the situation.
Yeah.
So it doesn't become too inflated in their mind, and it gets bigger than them, right? The discipline is what keeps the moment in check, so you can show up when you need to, and all that work. And that's, speaks in the line what you do, Jay. I'm going to mute myself from.
It's like when I used to train with someone on my back so that I became an unbeatable runner, right? So the minute we had to race and go for the trophy, the person was no longer on my back. So with my own training and my own skills, and the less weight from off of my back, because that'd be about 120-pound person on my back in my teens. And that made me unbeatable. I was never beaten in the 100 meters, the 80 meters, the last leg of the 400-meter relay. They would set me back 20 feet from the start of every race, and I'd still take first. And there was one relay match in Wolverhampton Stadium where the first leg of the relay, the 400-meter relay, she didn't trip, but she pulled a hamstring about, 10 steps after she'd started. So rather than quit, she walked all the way round to the second one and the third, and then on to me. And by the time I took the baton off the third runner, everyone ahead of me was almost in the dust. And yet I caught up to them, overtook them, and took the trophy home. So the discipline and the goal setting and the consistency of not quitting, no matter how tough or how hard the going gets. You persist, you keep on, you don't stop, and eventually you win the prize.
Yay.
Absolutely.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
So we have about 6 minutes left. I want to wrap it up here. Dana, I just want to go back to you. What are your thoughts as you get ready to come here tomorrow?
I've said that over and over. I feel like I'm opening the biggest gift of my lifetime. I've been through a lot of adversity, but my faith has carried me. My faith has carried me and led me to this moment. I deserve this moment.
Absolutely.
And nothing is going to stop me. I'm so grateful for you, Austin. I'm grateful for Mandy. I'm grateful for Jay, because everyone that's meant to be in this moment will be there. There's no accidents. There's no accidents in life.
Yep.
And so I can't wait to meet everyone for the first time. And of course, see those that I know already. So thank you, Austin. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for being, a light to others in the world.
Yep.
Amen.
Amen. Yes, I was about to say that. Amen.
Amen to the 1000th degree.
Well, we also say a woman. So we say amen.
Women.
So we got both covered. No.
Yeah.
No, it's
Oh my gosh.
it's a pleasure. I just can't put it in the words. It's just the right people show up, and they will. And Jay showed up at the last minute. So
yeah.
And we're gonna have some magic moments. There's gonna be some. I tell people all the time, there's gonna be some craziness. There's gonna be some magic. There's gonna be some miracles.
Mhm.
And Mandy, we just want to wish you, wings, just wings.
Wings. Yes, wings.
Just float your
Wings.
way down here.
So
Pause and breathe.
pause and breathe. And just let me get my bearings here. So 8, 9, 10, around 11 o'clock, I will be in the lineup to cross over the border. And because it's the Thanksgiving weekend here, I don't know how long that lineup's going to be. But I'd say anywhere between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. tomorrow, if everyone could just focus their attention and their prayers to have them let me cross that border, I would be eternally grateful.
That would be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to try to bring Ivy on real quick with the final couple minutes.
Okay, well, I'm going to go because I have to get going. Love and
glad
hugs,
you made it on.
Much gratitude. Love you guys. See you tomorrow night. Bye, Jay.
We'll
Bye,
see you
Dana.
soon.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon.
Austin, I'm gonna be heading out myself. I have a meeting in the next couple minutes.
Jay, I'm glad you made it on, and we're looking forward to seeing you this weekend. All right?
Yeah, of course. I can't wait. Thank you again for the
Jay.
opportunity.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, Dana, this is it. We're going to try to get Ivy on here in a moment, but if we can't get Ivy on, we're going to wrap up in a couple minutes here on the show. And I just want to share the book one more time.
Congratulations. Beautiful, beautiful masterpiece.
Yeah, it's the cover was a vision too. The cover was a vision.
Be proud.
I designed the cover.
Yes, beautiful.
And it was a deep dive. I'm excited for people to read it, and I'm eager to get feedback because we still need to fine tune it a little bit, but it's there. It's totally there, and I'm excited. Oh, you know what? I should have invited James on real quick. Let me see if I can invite James on really quick. Oh man, I'm running out of time. Dana, final thoughts as you. I know we're going to bounce off here in a moment.
I wish everyone safe travels for tomorrow. There's traveling from afar. Those are traveling, right around the block. So just I'm ready. It's here already. It's here. So.
It's here. Okay, I was going to try to get James on. We'll bring him on another time. So we got 2 minutes left. I just want to encourage you to get a virtual ticket. You won't regret. You'll be glad you did. You will absolutely be glad you did. Dana's going to be here, and there's many folks that weren't on today that are going to be here. Someone's calling me. Oh no, Marilyn. So Marilyn Morales, you met her. Dana is going to be in documentary. You met Dr. Oliver T. Reed. Julie Gandy, Peace and Love Amplifiers. Dave Chemetsky is probably going to be with us virtually. Peace, love, and bring a bat. We have many other people. We have Marlon Mueller coming. He's going to be a speaker. We have Jose Escobar, who I'm actually going to be jumping on here live in a moment for CLA to promote the event. So we're going to wrap this up, everyone. And I just want to encourage you. And if this is not in the cards, figure out what the best move is for you. Listen. I said this quote, when you quiet the mind, the soul will speak. When you quiet the mind, the soul will speak. So that's what I have. Dana, thanks for being here. We're gonna close out the show right now. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow for Flashpoint 4.0, hopefully at the Rocky Steps. So follow along.
All right, we'll
Bye
see you
for
then.
now.
Bye.